A team of 28 students and 3 teachers from Fountainview Academy in Canada arrived in Pucallpa, Peru, on a missionary trip to support Peru Projects. Their mission includes constructing a sanatorium and engaging in various social activities to spread the message of Christ and demonstrate love for one's neighbor.
Hello, I am Appeal, and I am part of FAMG Academy. We have a group of 31 students in here at Peru Project. We are here on a mission trip. We hope that through us, people can come to the feet of Christ.
And just this past week, my class has been here, and we've been able to come here to Peru Project on a mission trip. So every morning before we'd start working out in the bakery or in the construction project, we would have a short worship thought where we'd all come together and sing some songs in English and some in Spanish. And I really enjoyed it. It was really interesting to hear different testimonies from the people here and get to learn a little bit more about the mission and their experiences that they've had here.
Hello, my name is Eliana, and I have been helping here in various areas, but most of the time I was helping in the bakery. We made granola, we made bread, and then we went through the whole process of what it is to make bread. And it reminds me a lot of how God is shaping us, how we do with bread. And I invite you to come and support Peru Projects here, because it is an unforgettable experience.
Hi, my name is Laura, and one of the things that I enjoyed the most for a mission trip was doing Vacation Bible School. It was such a blessing to, after a really long day of work, just go to the church and see all those kids and play with them and tell them stories, Bible stories, and also do some crafts with them and just have like this moment with them. And it was so good, and it was so like fulfilling and such a blessing for me and for all my classmates too.
And throughout the week, while the seniors were here, every afternoon they would go and put on a VBS for the local kids at one of our churches. But Friday afternoon, they did something a little different. They performed a health fair for the kids, where they taught them how a healthy body and a healthy mind were the best way to serve the Lord throughout their life.
We had the opportunity to do a concert at the Central Church of Pucallpa. So we got there, we were doing our warm-up, and about 150 people showed up to our concert. We performed 13 songs, and it seems like they really enjoyed it.
This last weekend, down at Peru Projects, we had the opportunity to go to a small village where we took some bread that the bakery here had made, and we also took some Bibles, and we went to the church first. After we rode on some boats there, we split up with the church members. Those of us who spoke English went with someone who spoke Spanish, and we went to the community, and we took the bread and the Bibles, and we gave them to the people. And we read a verse with them about Jesus being the bread of life, and we would pray with them about the problems that they would have, or if they were sick, we would offer some prayer for them. And they really seemed to enjoy that. And one thing that really stood out to me was that the people obviously didn't have a whole lot, but they would still bring us into their homes and offer some shade from the sun because it was really hot. And even though I don't speak Spanish, I could definitely tell that they made the connection between us giving them the bread and Jesus being the bread of life.
We came down here to do this little construction project here in Peru. We came down to put this floor in on this clinic, but there was a few problems coming here. You know, there was a bit of flooding that's going on here, so we had to walk through a flooded path or a river every morning and afternoon to come back. It was kind of crazy, you know, there's snakes, eels, all kinds of things in there, they tell us, but you know, nobody died. So we had to clean a whole bunch of stuff out of there. We had to put some woods in for some stakes in for the reference for the floor. We had to put some stucco on some pillars. We had to bring dirt in to level it all up nice so that we could have our, 4 inches of concrete along the whole thing. And then we had to move a whole dump truck load of gravel with a bunch of wheelbarrows in order to get it to where we needed it, because there was the flooding. Because of the flooding, we couldn't get the truck where we wanted it. But we worked on all that, did a bunch of concrete, made a bunch of concrete, poured it all, got it all nice and leveled. It looks beautiful now. I'm really thankful that God has brought my class and me here to do this little project and that we were able to complete it. You know, and the way that we've been working on this clinic to construct this floor here, God has been working in my life, and He's been working in the life of my classmates here in Peru to be able to draw closer to Him through the building project. He builds us, you know, He is the potter, we are the clay. And I just want to remind you guys to let yourself be used. You know, maybe sometimes there might be some problems, maybe there's some miseries, but God has a plan. God's got a plan for everything, and I'm really thankful He brought us here.
Peru Projects is a support ministry for the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Eastern Peru, part of the global network of Outpost Centers International, OCI.